Good morning. Top of the morning to your time temp check. 8:30, 76 degrees. Very humid though. It is Saturday morning, July the 12th. As I just look at my watch here. Nobody coming. Headed down to Mahopac to do those couple lawns. Coming back, hopefully I can get my own lawn done before we are on a little bit of a time crunch today. We got a wedding to go to this weekend. Sister-in-law is getting married. Congratulations to them. Her and her husband. And be baby's first wedding, so that'll be fun. Be a good time all around, but it's a Sky Holland. It's a dump trailer with a broken tarp. There's a guy in there, like a little dingo. Ooh, let's stay on the road, Mike. We're close to going off that shoulder there. Yeah, but that's a quick update. We're just doing Mahopac lawns. I'm not gonna film on them. Yesterday I did that property for the real estate photos. Striped it up as best as a very shaded lawn can get striped. It's enough to kind of make it in pictures. Hopefully they kind of are able to play with the pictures to get the stripe a little bit. Cut it 3.5 inches, and then we push mowed the top. Unfortunately, it does look like they have a little bit of a stressed grass situation from the equipment being on that. You can see it's almost like burnt out. And we've had rain, but it's just, it's been very hot. So, I kind of told them he needed to water it up there too. But they're focusing on, getting what I planted around the pool to grow, and grow it did. I was actually shocked. It had been less than 2 weeks, and they have great growth, absolutely great growth. That grass is coming in beautifully. The wildflowers not yet, but the grass is definitely starting to come in, and that'll photograph nice around the pool, because that's really like an unmowable spot because of the I don't know if basically what they wanted to do, and I understand it. That pool was they had to blast and really jackhammer that. It was put into crazy bedrock, and around the outside of the pool, you could tell that, and they're they wanted grass and stuff all around, greenery all around it. And I'm this is the rock's kind of ridiculous. You can't just. And I'm listen, we'll make it look like it for pictures. We'll put some topsoil down. Throw some seed. I'm you're not getting any kind of mow. I mean, you're gonna have to push mow that. Honestly, you probably have to even trim it because it's at such a crazy angle. But that's neither here nor there. It's coming in. It'll look good for their pictures, and then whatever. We'll just kind of deal with it. I did a lot of trimming in the woods. What I charged for that was double a mow. Because I was really on site still less than an hour. So I figure I get 2 mows in out of it. They're a minimum mow. So, I could have put a little extra trimming charge in there as well, but they're such good people. They've given me a lot of business, and they're still talking about more business, even though this house is about to go on the market. I'm I don't know why you want to do all this stuff. It's about to sell, but, whatever, we'll see. So that's that, in regards to, that project. Yeah, so the 67 is my minimum, so 134 was the charge there before taxes and whatever. for about 45 minutes of work, you could absolutely make more. Sometimes you make a little less, though. Sometimes this one's really just to help the client out. You could argue that project itself was, I don't know, almost $4,000 and really was done, in 8 hours, if that, less than, that was done. It was done over the course of a few days, but it was like an hour or two here, an hour or two there, whatever. You could have done, knocked it out in a day. You do the math on the hourly, and it's, you're making, it's a little less than 500 because you got a little material cost in there, but, same, you're making $400 an hour. Take out $100 an hour for materials. That's where the good money's at. But you don't get those all the time. You got to do the little stuff to be able to, and the little stuff is good too, because it just supplements. That's a little after work, easy $135, right? And yesterday, I was done by 5:15. I could have knocked out another one or two at the same price. This is what I'm trying to get for the part-time guys who are people who are interested in doing this part-time. You do a few of these lawns a week. Like, let's say I did that for $134, then I could have did another, like these lawn. I wouldn't have gone down to Maybach, but I could have done an extra, any something dollar lawn here or $100 lawn there, and it'd be good. But got a little policia action over there. Sorry to put you down. Can't really see in this truck with the tints anyway, but yeah, so that's how you could make, so you shoot for, even if you shoot for $100 a day after your day job, but shoot for 200. Why not? Let's say I did that one for 134 plus, another one for 70 or another one for 67 minimum. That brings you pretty much right to that 200 mark for an hour, maybe 45, an hour 45 of work, maybe. It's not the worst in the world. We're putting up estate sale signs, and you're not going to pull out in front of me after you're doing that. Don't like people that litter the community with signs. All 3 cars are not letting them in. They're like, no. Alright, sorry for abruptly ending that video. My wife called, and we're preparing to go to this wedding, and my suit and stuff is in the closet of a guest bedroom that's hasn't been used at all, and of course, hasn't really been cooled at all, because we don't run the ACs if we're not really using that room, and of course the closet door is stuck with the humidity, so that's fun. But it's not a big deal. It's just, always something, as they say. But yeah, this is what I talked about this guy. I don't know if this is the same as stateside. Yeah, it probably is. Like, you're putting these big, whatever. It's each their own, but better be picking them up, is all I have to say. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here. To conclude, we're mowing Maybach today. It might have not really a paying project, but it looks like I got to talk to my dad. They're having issues with, unfortunately, drainage. Their sewer pipes going out to where it connects to the town. I guess they got roots in them and stuff, and it's not really draining properly, and they're gonna have somebody come dig up the lawn and put it clean out and whatever. So that's whatever, but it looks like we'll be doing some grading work and you know, lawn, seed, etc. At this point, I would just say in the fall, just kind of leave it as is for now, and fall's the best time for that stuff. We got, check out our little farm animals over here. And then they're also doing a separate project, but bluestone walkway and steps and etc. But I got to talk to him and see if I'm sure it's in their quote already, and it's totally fine. I don't have to do this, or it's more work on my part. But got to see if he wants to demo the existing stuff out, and that would be, I've been wanting to get a set of forks for the deer. I just haven't had the like need for them at my house just yet. And like there's a few things where, oh, forks would have been nice, but like not like, oh, I need to go out and buy forks to do this. But that would be an excuse to go out and buy forks, right? You literally just slide under. They have like an existing concrete patio, or excuse me, not patio, walkway, and it's just like in sections, and it's older, and it could just literally, you could just put the forks under it and pick it up piece by piece. Each piece is, I don't know, 3 feet maybe. They're not that big, and then just dump it into a dump trailer, rent a dump trailer, and be done with it. And that's probably, I mean, I don't know what, I have no idea what the cost of demo and dump is and stuff, but they have by my parents, not too far from them, they got a place that I know takes concrete without an issue. Some of these dump places are don't want to take the concrete and construction materials. They send you for like further away, but they actually live by one of the places that take it, so that's kind of cool. I don't know, I just like to be cool to kind of pop all that stuff out and you know, haul it away, and that way they have they could just you know, hit the ground running, so to speak. I know there is an existing set of steps up to the house there. I don't know, there's like 3 or 4 steps that they're using, the existing steps. They're not going to demo them out. They're going to use them and kind of like bluestone cap them, which is smart if, you know, they're in fine shape. But everything else has to go. You know, they're not laying pavers on top of old concrete that's uneven and whatnot. So anyway, we shall see. But back to the job here. We are headed to Mahopac. Gonna knock these out. Hopefully we have enough time to knock out my own, and that'll be the weekend for us. Everybody have a great weekend, or whenever this video comes out. Enjoy. Be safe. Peace.